What language of love do you need? We can be the fountain within ourselves. In a realm where love whispers as we refrain, there lies a language as fire equals pain. I am my middle eye, still wait around, waiting to die. My biggest fear is never to find that special love that is mine. Yeah.
Woo! Bravo! So,
Well done, everyone. Yeah.
Reno, tell me about the song. Tell me about the 5 love languages, and why do we feel the need right now to write about this song today?
Well,
Yeah.
you came bearing gifts this morning
Yeah.
with some, and you often do, and it's. I just noticed it was one of your love languages. Maybe you were quite good at it. So, and it's one of the ones that I'm not very good at with gifting. That element of thoughtfulness there is sometimes something, I need to, grow and be more conscious of sometimes. Because it's a whole nother realm of, as we described in the song of, these are all opportunities. Never see it as like, I try never to feel like I've let myself down, but just, I'm missing chances to let people around me know, to have gratitude for them, as if, not taking them for granted, basically. Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to learn more love languages right now?
Yeah, I feel like I'm quite good at spending time with family and friends, things like that. I have a lot of time, and always every day I try to pick one of my family members or my daughter especially. I have to be conscious of putting down the phone or that kind of thing, and asking her what would she like to do, and having not getting distracted in that, and making sure I see that project or just opportunity with her. Because with my son, for example, we're quite we just play football, or we do a lot of other things. So for some people it's harder than others. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And Milan, what are your love languages? So there are 5. There are using words, touch, doing kind things. There are giving gifts or spending time together. Like what do you enjoy
I
the most?
think time.
Spending time? Yeah. Okay. And anything else you would like to improve from these?
He's like me with everything.
Yeah. He's like you. Yeah, so is there anything else that you would like to improve from these, or to do more of?
It's his second language, so Can you speak? Sorry, I interrupted you. Sorry, buddy. It's a hard question.
I don't really know.
He doesn't know. Oh.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and what do you think? Like we could all, how can we find out like what other people need? Should we just ask them, or like how is that? How does that work for you?
Yeah. So I often notice, say, there's a friendship that I can't keep up the obligations in a certain love language, and I try to make up for it in other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to be malleable or like flexible in what I can receive and what I can give, and obviously, the people that are the easiest to be closest with have more similar love languages, but in general, I just like to promote the idea that to keep your eyes open to appreciate and to to attempt to learn and grow in all of these areas, and they're just constant opportunities that are presented to us in life to find deeper connection with each other, and enhance each other through our daily experiences. So the message in the song at the very beginning, is putting ourselves in the shoes of maybe not knowing how to love all the time, maybe feeling like we we could be a better lover, you know, and just ways we can do it. And so sometimes to simplify it into those 5 metrics, you know, it gives a good chance to, you know, maybe you're having an issue with your mom or your dad or someone else, and you can always think, have I given them, you know, I'm obviously not receiving enough love from them, but what is the area of love that I haven't given them, you know, because they're telling me that they're not satisfied with something. How could I equal the equation in some possible way that I haven't thought of yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I noticed that with my mother because I think that's why I've improved my love language of gifting because before I wasn't like this and I noticed that she really liked gifts, so I tried to do that, and it's actually very easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. To make someone feel happy. Sometimes it's just a very small thing.
Absolutely, and it can surprise people too, and be really because you know, like one small bit of effort in a field or in an area that we haven't yet put any effort into, often yields much greater results. You know, because it's not expected.
Yeah, it's good also just in general to build your skill set, right?
Yeah.
Like if you can be good with words in general, it's great.
So just to be clear, so it's words of affirmation, touch, acts of service, gifts, and time together. So yeah, I mean with words, I think as we live in a time where we have to be, you know,
very careful.
Well, with words, I think just giving the information about why you appreciate someone is really powerful, you know. So rather than just just a simple label of something like you're good, you know, say like you know, I love you because, you know, of all the things you do for me, the caring, all the things you have done, and just, I don't know, you can even just say the special energy of who, you know, of who you are. And then touch, I mean, touch, you know, to bring it to more of a masculine context, for example, I mean, I often just pat my friends, or friends that are guys, like mates, just on the back, or, you know, or just like, just let them feel that sort of brotherly connection, you know. I think that's really, it crosses barriers there sometimes. You know, just to let them know that, you know, and I think you can do that, you know, in the culture of men. It's not, maybe it's a bit risky sometimes, but that's what we're here to do, to break down those barriers if they come up. But
the music is also very giving, just music.
Acts is like, there's plenty of things with acts that could be done. I mean, unlimited, isn't it? Yeah. But maybe just checking in, asking the question, you know, like, is there anything that can be done?
Yeah, just asking something.
Yeah. I know my wife gets very stressed with 3 kids and working a lot, and if I just check in with her at important times in the day, you know, when she gets home from work, for example, and just make sure I've cleared that moment where is there anything we need done, you know. And, you know, it's always something, right? So take the baby away normally. And then gifts, it's not just Christmas and birthdays, you know, make it something that's sort of all year round. When the opportunity comes up, I think giving, it doesn't have to be on a schedule. You know, I like giving that is like what you do. You just come over, you bring something, but it's not expected or anything. But it's and
it's the thought that counts.
Yeah. It's just to not bring something would just be missing that opportunity. That's all. You know.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's true.
See it that way. Yeah. Because like you can look at this 1,000 negative ways and go, oh, someone wants something, or oh, this person, I have to think of something to bring. It's like, you know, we could all meet each other in the middle with that, for sure.
Oh, I never thought that way. That's interesting.
Yeah. Anything else to say?
Yeah, what about the first sentence? I can't say I've ever felt real love.
Yeah. Well, that is an
So-
aspect, isn't it? Yeah. That maybe we live our lives at the moment, or just in general, where we know there's a certain high level of love that we could feel, you know, within ourselves. And I think the next line is like,
Is it just disconnection from ourselves, or what is it? This
yeah,
feeling.
basically, like, cause
Yeah.
you know, you can look for love outside of yourself, you know, and through these acts of service, we start to love ourselves better, and then hence, maybe we see happier people around us. You know, have less. You know, every time you're in friction or conflict, that lowers your vibration. You know, you see yourself as, you know, failing. Maybe, you know, constant conflict. So yeah, I think the more cohesiveness and you know, like relationships are like bank accounts. You know, emotional withdrawals, emotional, you know, positing, you know, or depositing. So yeah, it's important. It's important to do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And having that spring within. You know, there's, I think, the second line there. We can be the fountain within ourselves. Yeah, that's why I sort of include that bit. It takes that leap of faith. You know, it's like paying it forward to have this currency of thinking it in that way, that the onus is on me to love first, to then be loved. You know, not the other way around. And yeah, I guess that's part of, you know, the work of things. Yeah, to take that leap of faith. You know, in all this, even though you've been hurt, even though you know life's hard sometimes, to go through that process within yourself. You know?
Yeah. I think there's also some people who are just easier to love.
Right, and that can be really unfair or really unequal. Yeah. And so that's a good test. I think there's a big test in that, in prejudice of all kinds, but especially, you know, I think people's subconscious notice, you know, the fairness in love that goes out. You know, so I think especially I notice with women are much less attracted to men who selectively give.
Less attracted.
No, much more attracted to men who give fairly and evenly to everyone. As an example, I think men are unaware that if they give really fairly to everyone, then women will notice that and find that more attractive.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, I think it is true. Yeah.
I have a feeling they're more attracted by the mysterious people who sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's just one. But what I hear is that a lot of women tell me that men around them who they could be attracted to, but they're just, you know, they're just not very nice to people that they don't need, you know, for things, or that kind of thing. Really. Anyway, we just wanted to have a little chat after the song and just to offer you a song and just do a little chat afterwards and explain how it came about.
Such a big topic. I mean, also different types of love. We're just talking about languages now, but there's all these kinds of love we haven't even gone into. Oh, it's huge, this topic.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about you, mate? Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
That there are 5 languages.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good. That's good. What are they?
Time, touch, present, word, the 5th one I forgot.
Yeah.
Service, no?
Service.
Yeah, doing things. And,
Oh, yeah, good job.
yeah.
All right.
Great.